honor of American Music Month, we take a look at a band that was to the 70s what the Beatles were to the 60s. Yes, we're talking about Led Zeppelin. To many people, they are the greatest rock and roll band in history. So let's take a look at this powerful group, what they did, and how they changed history. Hi, I'm the Libra Man. Let's get right into it. On the British scene, they were known as the Yardbirds. But in 1969, they changed their name to Led Zeppelin. The members were Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, Jimmy Page, and John Bonham. In 1970, they released an album called Led Zeppelin. This was one of the bands that did not put out singles before their albums. Then that same year, they released Led Zeppelin 2. This topped the American charts for 7 weeks in a row. It also established Led Zeppelin as a concert attraction. They were very great live from what I hear and what I see on the video. They released 4 albums under the name Led Zeppelin. They released 4 albums under the title name of Led Zeppelin. They started to get a label not as the greatest band in rock and roll, but the greatest band in history of any genre. Although the band went through the normal things that fame would bring a band, they were still able to pump out and create great music. On September 24, 1980, John Bonham was picked up to go to a studio to rehearse, and the studio's name was Gray's Studio. Bonham had stopped for breakfast where he drank 4 quadruple bottles and topped it off with a handful of biscuits. Once they got to the rehearsal, Bonham continued to drink throughout the entire rehearsal. After the rehearsal, they went to Jimmy Page's house in Clewer, Windsor. After midnight, Bonham had fallen asleep. The next day at 1:45 p.m., the tour manager found John Bonham dead. The cause of death was due to asphyxiation of choking off of his own body. It was classified an accidental death. His remains were cremated on October 12, 1980. Shortly after this, the band decided to break up. The band had decided that the pain of losing John, it would be difficult at that time. They did reunite in 1985 for the Live Aid concert, using Paul Martinez, Tony Thompson, and Phil Collins as drummers. In 1995, Led Zeppelin was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by Aerosmith. And later on, John Bonham's son Jason joined the band as a drummer when they would play gigs. They had many top songs, but Stairway to Heaven is always mentioned as one of the greatest songs of all time. From their great sound to Robert Plant's great storytelling and writing to his amazing voice, all of those things together make Stairway to Heaven one of the gems of all time. In October 2020, Jimmy Page released a photo collection called JP, the anthology, confirming a band documentary for the band's 50-year anniversary. In 2021, a work-in-progress version of the documentary of Becoming Led Zeppelin was screened in the Venice Film Festival in 2021. It's the first time in history the band had agreed to participate in a biopic, and it is premiering, and it premiered in February of this year, 2025. So in honor of American music history, we are honored on this channel to recognize Led Zeppelin as one of the greatest bands in the history of music. If you like anything I said in this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, and we will continue this process. And until next time, the Libra Man is out.